All right, man. Let's talk about the way too early power rankings and on a power pistonpower.com. They asked the Pistons too low in the early Eastern Conference power rankings. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit our notification, increase your chance to get notification. We go live with our video, and don't forget, a lot can change from now until when the season started. I mean, obviously the Pistons still ain't done nothing with Kemba Walker. They're still waiting on the trade to help facilitate a trade, apparently from Kevin Durant, Devon Mitchell, or just a separate trade. So, a lot of these rosters are not set in stone just yet. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we look good on paper. A lot of people around the city excited, but we still ain't done nothing yet. Right? You got some teams that probably, wasn't as high, in, the power rankings, you know, last year that, obviously some teams going to come up, and hopefully we one of the teams that come up and surprise some people, you know, in the power rankings. That's what we are hoping. The team that's on the rise, a stronger bench, a couple more veterans. Lost Jeremy Grant. A lot of people thought with Jeremy Grant that was one of the things that was holding back Sadiq Bey. So a lot of people in the year that Sadiq Bey could be, headed for a contract, year. A lot of people expect a lot of big things out of Sadiq Bey. So a lot of people expecting jumps. Some people gonna make the jump. Some people won't make the jump. But one guy we know, and most people feel like they know gonna make the jump, is gonna be Cade Cunningham. Without him making the jump, this ain't gonna work. He gonna need Sadiq Bey to make somewhat of a jump, or somebody else to make somewhat of a colossal jump, as well too. So let's talk about it, man. Like I said, once again, check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this, right? So shout out to Ella Kester Stress. He did a good job. He says Detroit Pistons are improving and hope to make a leap out of the cellular into the contention for playing next season. Unfortunately, just about the entire Eastern Conference is improving with them. The East has bounced back after being lesser conference for many years with strong top title contenders and at the top are some best young teams in the NBA ready to break out. NBA recently released their way too early Eastern Conference power rankings, which must have been a tough task given the parity of the conference and the potential for some teams to significantly improve next season. Here's the final rankings they came up with. So Boston number one, they were defending champs. Milwaukee could have been there if they would have been healthy. Philadelphia right there. Miami 4, Toronto 5, Chicago 6, Brooklyn 7. Given everything that's going on, Atlanta finished 8. That was 8 last year. Cleveland 9, New York 10, Washington 11, Charlotte 12, Detroit is 13. And only teams worse than Detroit is Indiana or Orlando. And to me, Charlotte way too low, especially if they start defending. Washington, they added Johnny Davis. I mean, they got Bradley Beal. They got, good team over there in New York. They got Jalen Brunson. I don't feel like that made them any better. If we being real, I don't feel like that made them any better at all. So, maybe they so happy to get a guard. I mean, the Knicks are a solid team, but I don't really see. They still got Julius Randle, who's a problem, who ain't happy there. So, I mean, like I said before, so I don't know. But, looking at this team top to bottom, I'm looking at this top to bottom. We'll see. Toronto pretty high in there. Miami pretty high. So, yeah, it's a tough and deep conference. So, ain't nothing going to be given to the Detroit Pistons. It's going to have to be taken. It's going to have to be taken. So, I can't disagree because we ain't done nothing yet. Yeah, we was in a lot of games last year. I said again, we was in a lot of games last year, especially in that third quarter. We lost a lot of games. We was in a lot of games. So, but I look at it just right, to be honest. I look at it as just right. If we being, I look at this just being just right. And that's the honest truth. We ain't done nothing yet. Ain't the ball dribble, ain't the player improved, and the game been won, and the preseason game been won, and training camp been started. So however y'all want to look at it, y'all can look at it. But ain't nothing really been gained or started yet. So I mean, y'all, we have to wait and see if they can win these games. No, we got to wait and see if they can win these games. So I mean, it's a wait and see approach. Um, but yeah, I'm perfectly fine with it, y'all. I'm perfectly fine with it. So am I expecting more next season? Absolutely, absolutely. I'm expecting a lot more from this team next season. A lot more. I'm expecting a lot more next year from them. So, but you got some teams that did better than us last year. Cleveland, which they had a better core last year, regardless. Cleveland, you know, uh, Cleveland, Atlanta. They just had a bad year. I think they became the hundred, and it hurt them. They no longer were sneaking up on player, but they got a hell of a talented team. You know, Charlotte is a good team. They just don't play no defense. I think a lot of people didn't think it made sense. Uh, I don't think a lot of people thought it made sense that I don't think a lot of people thought it made sense for them to bring back a coach that used to be the coach. Especially after Kenny Atkinson, declined the job after he agreed to take the job. He came back and declined it, which a lot of people say didn't make no sense. So I mean, it's gonna get very interesting. Trust me, it's gonna get very interesting. But like I said before, we'll see. But the key for the Pistons is gonna be the jail. It's gonna be the jail. It's gonna be to play defense. Do something Atlanta not doing. Got a lot of young teams. Defend. And that's where I think Cleveland might have an edge, and Toronto got an edge on some of these young teams. They got a lot of good veterans around them, but they can get in there and defend. You know, you know, they can defend, and that's the biggest issue that Charlotte has. You know, Chicago don't play no defense. You know what I'm saying? The Pistons are going to have to be a good defensive team on a will. Everybody ain't going to be a great defender, but they're going to have to be a good defensive team, a great defensive team, fast. They're going to compete for some of these teams. These teams will score, but can you get stops? The offense, it's going to come for these guys. Wayne Casey is the only one that can stunt that. That can stunt their offensive growth. He's the only one that can stunt their offensive growth. But defensively, they got to preach that, bro. That's gonna be how they. That's how they gonna be out slick some of these other young teams to compete with the top teams. They got to get in there and defend and get their hands dirty. But that's the number one thing. They got to buy in defensively. If they don't, they're just gonna be just like Charlotte, just like Atlanta, being erratic up and down. It being exciting is fun, but that's not the brand of Piston basketball that's been successful in the city of Detroit. You know, that's not the brand that's been successful. So we have to wait and see. But they got to defend if they're gonna be. They gonna surprise people, be the play in or make the playoffs. It's a tough division. Tough conference. A tough division, tough conference. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live, we drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Next to the check out the link tree link. It's the first link in the description. You can find it on the first link in the description. So you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal there. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls guys think in the comment section. This is the NBA rankings, the official website. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. One time for the one time. Peace.